welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're a subscriber. So today I have this lovely Showstopper stepper card to share with you. So it's completely freestanding and it is just full of the wow factor. Really simple to make, using just a few products, but I am using a Made to Surprise die set. So as always, I'm going to go through all the products with you and then we're going to bring this card to life together. So let's get into it. So the products I'm using are the Made to Surprise 5x7 trifold Showstopper card die set. And I'm just going to use the main plate and the two big mats and layers. I'm also using just some straight edge circular nesting dies. So we use some chunky alphabet dies just to cut out the words "You Rock." So in some black glitter card, I just cut out 6 plain circles. Then I grabbed a 1-inch heart punch and I've just punched 6 multicoloured hearts, different colours. I've used purple, red and blue. Just stuck them on and then used my screw hole punch just to punch a hole in through the centre, just so it looks like a record. So I use this X-cut screw hole punch, which is a little gem to have in your stash. Then, as I said, I've only used the big mats and layers for this card, and I have cut through the main plate twice, and we will fold that together in a second. I also took 4 of my circular nesting dies and I cut them straight through together, so it created like circular frames, just so you got the ridges. Then I took a 1-inch circle punch and just punched a red circle so it looks like a record, and I backed it on some Hunky Dory Adorable Scoreable just to give a little bit more strength to my record, which will sit on the centre of my card. Most of the cardstock I'm using is Hunky Dory Adorable Scoreable, only because I just like extra strength to my projects. I've also put, I didn't say, but acetate onto these records just because they are going to pop out of the top there. So they will all be at different times just popping out. So now I'm going to show you how I'm actually going to put this whole card base together. So let's get into it. As I said, you're going to want to cut the main plate twice. And I just like to put into my scoreboard and go over every single score line. I have already done this, but I'll just show you. Because they come out more like guidelines, so I like to give extra score definition. I'm just going to want to fold. So mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And just make sure everything is separated. And then you're just going to start folding. So I just like to tease them gently. And then you can give a really good push up when you're ready. They do just sort of want to go that way naturally anyway. And I just like to bring it up, press down, flip it over, really score, burnish the score lines, right? Burnish, 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 flip it back over, and again, really burnish every single one. And I do this twice, just so it really gives extra crisp score lines. So the actual card base is going to stick together just like this, and that is going to make sort of Showstopper stepper card. So to one of these, I've got on this side, just going to want to run some red liner tape on the back, just where you're going to stick the acetate. This is where our mats and layers will go. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my mats and layers down, decorate the front of this card. I'll put you on high speed so you will see it. We'll do it together. and then we'll put the card together to stand. So let's do it. So that's all the decoration to my card done. I've got my big record and two little records either side. You Rock, and all these lovely records floating at the top. This is going to be my husband's birthday card. So I thought it was big into music, loves classic vinyl records, so I thought this is just fitting. This whole card was actually inspired by Sam Calcott from Mixed Up Craft. On her live on Muckers Assemble this week, she made a music theme card, a bendy card, and she had a record in the middle. So this is where the inspiration for this card was come from. And I did have some of her papers from her You Rock collection left, but they were just a little bit light for what I was looking for masculine. That's why I've used the blue card. So now we're going to go ahead, take the other piece just like this with nothing on. I'm just going to put red liner tape all around this section here. I just like to add some construction glue just on top of the red liner tape, just so it will give you some extra wiggle room. So when you're trying to line up with high-tack tape, it can sometimes go wrong, and I'm speaking from experience. So I just like to add, and it'll add extra strength to my project by tomorrow, but it just gives you that wiggle room, and that's what I like. Now I'm going to flip this side over only because it's a little bit easier to work with the plain side facing you, so you haven't got all the records just getting in the way then as we're lining it up. Make sure it's fully lined up, and that way it will stand absolutely perfectly. Give that a press down and just give it a minute to take, and then when you flip it over, there it is completely freestanding. So there's the front of my card with all the decoration. It'll go straight into the envelope. I think you'd need to make a custom envelope for this one, which I have got on my channel, which I will link below for you. And then take it out and it stands up. And this is the type of card that I would definitely be hand delivering, or it's not something I would put in the post. But there it is. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, please consider becoming a subscriber. This will probably be my last video of 2025. So I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope to keep inspiring you in 2026.